Christina. Hi, Susan. Oh, wait for a few more. Hopefully, a few more people will come on. I have no makeup on and I've been crying kind of on and off like for the last day or so. So I apologize for how I look. Hi, Cleo. Oh, wonderful. You made it live. Oh, hi, my friend Adele. Uh, it's been a day. Hi, Poisonous. Thank you guys for coming on. I just wanted to check in with you guys because it's been an emotional day. For me, it's been a really emotional day. I was already feeling kind of low. Yeah, because I lost my mom like 23 years ago. This was the anniversary of my mom's passing. And, oh, babe, you're so sweet. Hi, Jennifer. This is the real me, you guys. Red blotchy skin, bags under my eyes, greasy hair. Uh, it's been a day, and I know that I've been very emotional today, because of, it's the loss of my mom and everything. But also, I think I really got triggered, watching, Jeffrey's video today was, it was rough. It really was so sad. I think a lot of people um, got caught up in the relationship and were so happy to see that kind of, love growing and blossoming. And so I think it was a big deal for a lot of people today. And I just wanted to check in and I don't know, see how you guys are doing. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, it's been 23 years, and some years the anniversary goes by, you know, without any kind of feelings coming up. But this it's been a kind of a weird week. It's my first week as an empty nester. Oh, hi, darling. Hi, Liliana. Yeah, your heart hurts for them both, Christina. Mine too. You know, I think with Jeffrey, I know he can be very polarizing, right? But I feel like his relationship with Nate gave a lot of people hope. Hope that they will find someone to love them just as they are, and just because this one is over doesn't mean it can't happen again. But like what I found troubling was like underneath Jeffrey's video, so many young people were saying, that they don't believe in love anymore, after this, and it's too much. And so I don't know. That I find like maybe that's just a sign of maturity or something like that, because I think once you reach a certain age, you've lost one or two loves of your life, probably, or a parent or some other loved one, and it's never the same. Every love is kind of different, but you move on, and I just wish the best for both of them. I think they both have so much to offer. And let's see, your daughter being yes, my daughter being gone. So this is my first week. I dropped my daughter off Sunday night, last Sunday, and it's just been quiet here because my daughter likes to talk, so it's been very quiet, and today she's in the rush process, Oh, hey, baby. Hi, Nick. Thanks for coming by. We're just talking about things, everything that happened today, and just, people are grieving for a lot of different reasons, not just because of what's going on with Jeffrey and Nate. People are grieving because of what's happening, geopolitically. So there's just a lot of energy happening right now. Ooh, girl, I was a damn mess. Yeah, I bet you were, Susan. Let's see. I thought the love of my life dying in my arms was the worst. I think having the person walk away is worse. You know, I kind of have to say the same, Cleo. There's something about being with someone when they make their transition where it is a state of pure grace. But having someone tell you that they're not in love with you anymore and leaving you, that I think that's harder. But pain is pain, and there's no pain that's greater than another. I don't think, I think pain is personal. You are more concerned about the people telling him he should never feel lonely because he has subscribers that they hold some bearing on the weight of the loss. Yeah, it's a tricky thing when you live your life on the internet. I often wonder if that part of their life wasn't so public, would it have made a difference? We'll see. We'll see how Jeffree moves forward. If he's going to, pull back a little bit about posting so much of his personal life and keep it more strictly about business. We'll see. He's lived his whole adult life online, and I know that's, part of his identity, part of who he is. But on the other hand, he deserves to have, a private life that has nothing to do with any of us, any of his subscribers, any of his followers. We're not entitled to know anything personal about the people that we follow online except for what they want to share with us. So, I guess it's good that all the speculation has kind of come to an end, but and I was kind of thinking that was going to be this because of when he took the wifey of Nate off his Instagram, that was kind of like, oh, that was like the first like little tinge that something's maybe not quite right. So let me catch up with the chat here. He was more connected about the people. Can you tell us about your mom? Oh, Adele. I think all my photos are still packed. They probably. Well, my mother was beautiful. She wasn't very tall. She was about 5'3", but she was very pretty, and she was an identical twin. So she was born in the early, I think 1920. I want to say she was born in 1924. So her twin sister was one of the first, back in the day, they called them stewardesses, flight attendants, whatever. And this was when they had to be like a certain height, a certain weight, a certain everything. They got weighed before they went on the plane. It was like ridiculous, and had to wear the outfit and the wings and everything. And they had twins in the East, and they wanted twins in the West, and they really wanted my mother to become a flight attendant. And she went through like 1 week of training, and she was like, no. And she didn't fly again until I moved to Washington, D.C., and she flew out, a couple of times, throughout the time that I lived there to come visit me. But she was not fond of flying ever again after that. But she was a beautiful, woman. I come from a working class family. My mother was a housewife. She worked in retail part of the time that I was growing up, and my dad worked for the railroad, the Chicago Northwestern Railroad. So he drove, it was like an engineer for freight trains and stuff like that. So my mom, Catholic family, 6 kids, the drill. But Adele, I will have to dig up a picture of my mother, and I will send it to you, because she was really quite lovely. I could picture her in one of your robes. Let's see, I think it would be different living under a microscope. Yeah. I don't think Nate was all about that life. Your dad worked for the railroad too. Cleo. That was quite a life that they had, and I think that's why I'm very punctual, because my father, had his watch, and everything had to be down to like the minute. So I'm usually always on time, and I'm always the first one at the party and the first to leave. Right, Nick? If you're still in here, you can you can testify to that. Um, but yeah, um, my dad was just a really hardworking guy, but really handsome guy. Let's see, let me see. So let's see. My uncle worked for the. Oh, see, all of us old people, all of us people, not as old people. I'm the old, probably the oldest one here, but yeah, that was a thing. Working for the railroad, it was a career. It was, my dad. He had dreams before he went into the war. He had wanted to become a pharmacist, and but then he went into World War II. He was in hand-to-hand combat in Bougainville, which is like near Guam, and he was wounded. They sent him back to a VA hospital in Chicago, Illinois. My mother was volunteering at the hospital, and that's how they met. And then the baby came, then the marriage came, and then he never really was able to pursue that dream that he had. He had to go right into a grind of work to support his wife and family. So he always kind of felt a little unfulfilled, I think. Your aunt was a flight attendant. Yeah, that was your grandma worked for the railroad. Yeah. I always used to say that I know who's in the kitchen with Dinah because my father worked for the railroad for so long. If you know the song, you'll know what I mean. So it just is so good to like chat with you guys and to just take a moment. I appreciate you all more than you will ever know. I appreciate you, and I don't feel like I was worried about going live. Like people would think I was trying to cash in on Jeffrey, but I'm not monetized. And I don't know if I ever will be. I could care less at this point. I just like talking to you guys and sharing things with y'all, and whatever will be, will be. What's up? I'm 49 and my ex-husband was an HR manager for Delta. Okay. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Poisonous. I love history too, Adele. Oh, speaking of that, has anybody here watched the show The Messiah? It's new on Netflix. It's a series. That's another thing. I stayed up till 3 a.m. watching that show. We binge watched the whole series last night. It was, it makes you think a lot about, what if somebody out there that is the new Messiah or the second coming or whatever, really. But it ties it all in with what's going on today in different parts of the world. So it was pretty good. It wasn't like the best ever, but it was pretty good. Not yet. Don't yet. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Christina. Yeah, give me a thumbs up. I'll take it. You might try to do a live after a while. I love your live streams, Susan. I really do. I never know if I'm going to be awake for them. I usually kind of crap out after dinner. I just had dinner, and I told my husband I'm really feeling like I want to go live. I feel like just talking about everything, and so he's in the basement and I'm upstairs, so maybe we'll watch a lighthearted movie tonight. But so here's something. I love lives. I love lives too. I really do. I just wish it was more like a live, like FaceTime, where all of your pictures would be at the top of my screen, and anytime you talked, I would see you, and I think that would be cool. Maybe that's some technology that's coming. Same girl, you fall asleep at 8 usually. Yeah. Well, I usually fall asleep, I don't know, around 11 or so, but like I said, we stayed up till 3 watching this movie or series. And then I got up around 8, and I couldn't take a nap today. I don't know. I just couldn't. My mind was like whirling. So, what else here, you guys? Okay, at least you have someone to talk to. Videos are, yeah, I don't mind making videos. I kind of have fun. I just wish I had more product to work with, you know, but it'll come eventually or not. I'm only posting probably like once or maybe twice a week videos because I cannot run out to the store every time something drops. And who's on a no buy? Who in this live stream is on a no buy right now? Because that seems to be like a lot of people are like pulled way back from spending. Leave a thumbs up or I don't know, a number 4 in the chat if you're on a no buy. I'm just really curious. You are, Cleo. Susan, are you going to work with you? I need to come up there. Yes. Oh, okay. Yes, you do, Susan. And I'm going to DM you this week. You are just because yeah. You're on a no buy too, Adele. You're always on a no buy. Well, I have I don't know, maybe over $50 in bonus points at Ulta, and then I got another like $100 gift card, and there is like nothing that I can't even like. There's nothing that I need, you know. I don't want to just run out and buy something just to make a video. So I have a few ideas for videos that don't include me running out and getting anything. But I am curious. I want to see Smoky Glow's palette. And if I like it, I will buy it because I really like, to support, fellow YouTubers and smaller creators. I still consider her, even though she's at over 100,000, I still feel like she's a smaller creator, but maybe she's not anymore. Who's there? Is that Butterfly? Oh, Battle of the Dragons. Hi. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Skincare and necessities. Well, that's something that I want to focus a little bit more on in the upcoming months. Clean beauty is like the catchword of the year. Every time I look on, Instagram or something, and even Rich Lux did a Walmart haul, and there's a company called Clean Beauty, and he had some products that he bought there from them, and they were very inexpensive, so I may check those out. But I think I want to do a little bit more skincare, a little bit more clean, and then just looks, I like doing my makeup, I like doing the tutorials. I'm not, product reviews, they're okay. You love some of the Juvia's Place palettes, but need to pay the bills first. I hear you. Now, Jennifer, if you go online to juviasplace.com, it seems to always have 15 to 20% off. Let's see. Hang on. This is my only Juvia's Place, and I bought it because when Carrie, the Nosy Housefrau, was at my house, we went to Ulta, and I was seriously considering getting the Urban Decay Honey palette. And I didn't. I had it in my hand. I had the Honey palette in my hand. And then I walked past this one, and I was like, I don't know if you can see it. It was, $20 cheaper, so I bought this one instead. You'll buy lipsticks, though. Yeah, you gotta have good lipstick, right? Let's see. Real Chicks, I've not tried anything. Yeah, I would try their, start with their eyeshadows, because they're really good. They're really good, and they're not super expensive. You don't get a mirror, but I never use the mirror in my palettes anyway. I only use, like when I'm doing my makeup, I use my 5 times. I want the Smoky Glow, but have college. Yeah, we have college fees too. Poisonous. Thank you for your congratulations to my son. Aw, you're welcome, hon. You're welcome. Hey Dee. Oh, very full coverage. And however, thanks for coming by, Dee. I really appreciate it. We were talking earlier about love and loss and moving on and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know, how's everybody doing? I haven't tried the Ordinary. My daughter bought the Ordinary, and it like dried her skin out so bad. I mean, her skin just looked so lackluster and dried out. So she returned it. She bought like a kit, the cleanser, the toner, and a serum, but she returned the whole thing because it just did something to her skin that just made it look completely ashy and like super dried out. What's up? Yeah. So you guys, I have to I went to my first legal marijuana dispensary. Let me know if you're interested in hearing about that. I got like 8 items for aging skin. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have like, well, right now my skin looks horrible. Um, oh, you are? Okay. I was switching to the, okay. You guys gotta let me know how that Ordinary works for you because I'm a little skeptical only because of what happened to my daughter. So we went to, we dropped, oh, she works for a legal company. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a part-time job working at some place. As long as I can sit. I have problems with my feet and I can't stand. So, like, I really want a little job, just a little part-time job, but, you know, all the retail jobs are standing and I just can't do that. So, I don't know. I'm working on some other ideas. I might start like a meditations thing at my house, like doing guided meditations on like Monday morning meditations. So that's something that I might do because I at the retreats that I facilitate, I lead a lot of meditations. So anyway, getting back to the dispensary. So I had no clue what to expect, and so it's been legal here like since November, but there's still a lot of long lines. So I had talked to Nady about a place, and he said he tried to go, but the line was like an hour wait to get in. So I was a little skeptical, but so we dropped my daughter out. We went out to dinner. And the place was open till 9 o'clock, so we decided at like 7:45, like let's drive over there and just check it out. So here's a tip: Sunday nights, 1 hour before closing, not a long wait. So we probably had to wait 25 minutes. So you go in, they scan your driver's license, so everything is. Oh, everything is scanned. So we used mine because my husband didn't want his scanned. Um, so you wait in this line, and then you get into as somebody leaves, you get let into like the inner sanctum. But the first thing when you walk in the door is like the smell, the scent just like bombards you. And it's like, whoa. So I think you can just probably get like a contact high just by walking in the door. So then you get let into the inner sanctum, the dispensary, and there's somebody else in there kind of telling you how it goes, how to talk to, ask your bud tender, questions. They're here to help you. Don't forget to tip. I didn't know that was a thing. Tipping the bud tender. So I was a little like shook by that. I was like, oh my God. So yeah. So then we got up to the guy, and we told him what we were looking for, and so we got like a real variety of stuff. We got what is this? Oh, I'm not a Buddhist. Let me finish the weed story, and then I'll get into the meditation. So we bought some edibles. That one is like called Recovery, and so that's supposed to be good for, like, I have arthritis, and like if you work out or if you have muscle soreness, things like that. And then we got another edible that was a hybrid. I got a pre-rolled, and then I got a vape with a hybrid, and then another one with an indica. So we ka-ching, ka-ching. Well, we figured there's nothing open on my side of the state right now. Hopefully by January, February, March, things will get going on this. I'm on the western side of the state. So we just figured let's buy a variety of stuff, and then, when we go to pick her up for spring break, if we have the time, we'll go back and maybe get more if we need more. So it wasn't very expensive. Yes. No more expensive than, let's see, how do I put this? Okay, so we like our wine, okay? And so what we do to save money is we will buy 6 to 12 bottles at a time. And then we go like every month and a half, as needed. But you get a bigger discount when you buy in bulk. So what we bought, everything that we bought, so like the 2 packs of edibles were 16 each. The pre-roll was about 20. The cartridge for the vape was the most expensive. I think that was 1 gram was 50. The half a gram was 25, and it was another 20 something for like the vape pen. But like the edible comes in a package of gummies, like almost like a thing of chiclets, and so that like has an expiration date of October. So we're not using like every day or anything. So what we bought will last us probably, I would say 3 to 6 months, unless we have some hanging from the chandelier type of party, which come on, probably not going to happen. So let's see, where are we at? So cool. How are you feeling? Very expensive. I ate some edibles. Oh, girl, I was done. Okay, so I've never tried them. So we're going to cut it in half and start with half. Let's see. You have an indica vape. Yeah, okay, so we got half a gram of indica and then a full gram of a hybrid. I'd like to try CBD for mine. I don't like smoking. Anyways. Okay, so when you could probably use Jennifer's like an edible. I didn't see any hashies. You had a dark chocolate edible. Oh, okay, Cleo. They didn't offer that, but I didn't know to ask for it. So I just take a small bite of the gummies my daughter makes. Okay, me and my hubby went to one on our way home from Arizona. I got some cream fruit. Okay. You have to have cash. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll start with a quarter. Okay. All right. I'm going to take your word for it. Swinging from the chandelier. We'll swing from the chandelier, Adele, when you come over. Okay. Yeah, and they did tell us, Dee, that it takes about 60 minutes, and it's right on the package, before anything takes effect. So, like, don't think nothing is happening and then eat more. Well, okay. Well, it just became legal here, like I said, in November. They had medical, but recreational. And so how it works is the state, it's legal in the state, Okay, and then it goes down to the counties, and the counties or townships can decide whether or not they're going to participate or not, and it goes to like a city council like vote. So like I live in an area that like my little town that I live in, it's still very Dutch. Okay, so like Reformed Christian, it's like very it's not going to happen. Okay, they still allow discrimination in my township, and we're working on that. They still allow discrimination for gender presentation, and you know, if you're part of the LGBTQA community, you can be discriminated against. But they're voting again this year, and hopefully it will be done with. And so it's very old ways of thinking in like the part of my town, and then the other part is like people like me that came over from Chicago who are like a little bit more liberal, a little more progressive. So where was I? Okay. Okay, so then, you know, but it's still a federal crime. So that's why they cannot accept credit cards, because credit cards have to go through banks, and banks are federal organizations. So you have to pay cash. But they did have the bud tenders were lined up like bank tellers, right? So at each station, they had an ATM card reader, but it would charge you like the $3 whatever service charge, and there was an ATM machine in the lobby, you know, where you wait in line before you get let into like the actual room. So when we had gone to the bank, we knew what we wanted to spend, and so we went to the bank and got cash before we went there. Let's see, make sure they take debit cards. Yeah, debit cards. Yeah. So you just wonder how much money laundering and all that kind of stuff is going on, how much they're putting under the table, and how much they're reporting when you have an all cash business. Hey, Sandy. Hope you're doing okay. I used to make something useful out of every part of the plant. Offer current. Oh, that is. I wish I was handy like that, Cleo. I wish I could, you know, do stuff like that. Edibles are a meal kit compared to smoking, but you're right on. It's very heavy body high. Yeah. Oh, that's what we asked for. We asked for the giggly. Okay, so the recover one is the body one, so like to relieve any body aches, and then the other one we got was for like a nice like kind of giggly, you know. Haven't tried any of them yet. They're just in like a can in my kitchen. Who knows if we'll ever get to them, because basically we like to drink our wine. The stems are great to make tincture for. Oh, okay. So there's so much to it, and that's something I really wish Jeffrey would make another docu-series about. You know, his involvement in the weed industry, and you know, he says that he's a grower and what that entails. And I know he said in his God, what video was it? A couple of weeks ago, he did say that he had invested into the Michigan marijuana business. So, you know, I don't know in what way, shape, or form what that means. Oh, I do too. Battle of the Dragons. It was the one I was amazed about was the Charlotte's Web strain. Oh, Oh, D. Okay, so in the first 3 weeks of it becoming legal here, and this is just with shops on the east side of the state, and Michigan is a pretty big state. $4.7 million in taxes alone was collected. So this is big, big money. But you have to wonder, is it all part of a conspiracy to keep us sedated? to keep the commoners sedated so that these crazy politicians can run things. I don't know. You have lots of lines to get in the. Oh yeah, Sandy, I saw on the news. Lots of lines. It'll die down after a while. I was just saying the best time to go is about an hour before they close. Yeah. So, have you guys all had your dinners yet, or what are you guys doing tonight? Yeah. Oh, that's good. That is some. Okay, D. D's schooling us here. Thank you, D. They have a certification class for to work in dispensaries. Oh, $250. That gets you certified, but it doesn't mean you're going to get a job. It's like going to bartending school. Doesn't make you a mixologist, right? My sister says it will help. Yeah. Sometimes it depends on the strain. Sometimes it can give you like anxious thoughts or just make you feel stupid, battling a cold. Yeah. I was battling that all last week, Jennifer, like sneezing out of my mind. And hi, Metamorphosis Rocks, Roxana. Thanks for coming in. So we were talking earlier about Jeffrey, about Nate, about losing somebody that you love, and that whole experience. And was anybody else like triggered today after watching Jeffrey's video? You clean your attic. Yeah, I got rid of all that. Oh, do a library people can donate for you. Yeah, Sandy. That is a good idea. I don't think they'll let you live stream in the dispensaries or in these facilities where they do the training. Thank you, Jesus, messing with my asthma. Oh no. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Jennifer. Every time my daughter gets sick, she doesn't have asthma, but she gets like bronchitis. Yeah, so sad for him. Yeah, he's heartbroken for sure. Breaking up his heart. I felt so bad. Yeah, it did, Rox. It reminded me of my dating. Getting my heart broken a couple of times, and just like I swear it took me like a full year to get over. Losing someone that you thought, I was engaged and I lost, my fiance dumped me. And, you know, uh, that broke my heart and kind of left me devastated for a while. It took me about a year to get like rebuild and come out stronger and all that stuff. I don't know if it's the same with men, if they rebound differently than women. But I know that he's so brokenhearted, you can tell, and I imagine Nate is as well. Um, they both seem like they're going through stuff, and maybe they will get back together once they take some time apart and figure out, what kind of life they want to have, and if they can do it together. Yeah, they fell out of love. I don't know if Jeffrey fell out of love. I'm thinking that it was more Nate. Uh, we've all been there on Recorded Love. I'm glad that they're. Yeah, I hope that they can be friends. I imagine that they have business and property and stuff like that and I don't know if everything is in his name. I don't care. I just hope that they can do everything in a beautiful, amicable way. Yeah, he said they're friends. Yeah, I can't relate to Jeffrey in the love aspect. Huh. Okay. I thought the same thing. I'm not sure Jeffrey is that. Yeah, it's horrible that they're not in love. I do believe this. Yes, I believe they do too. They just need time. Uh huh. Yeah. Jeffrey was so articulate about. Yeah, he was. It was really. I thought he did a really good job. You know, he like I said, he doesn't owe us anything. Um, but I did appreciate him, coming online and sharing, I think what everybody was speculating about. Hope prevails, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, you have to have hope. At the end of all the love and the loss and all that, the grief, underneath it all, you have to have those little nuggets of hope and know that, life goes on and life can become even more wonderful and more beautiful than you thought that you had it and you thought that that was all it. It was nice that he said they weren't. Yeah, right? About the dogs. It's a shame to hear about how it was. Yeah, that was crazy, Dragon. That was really crazy. You said it was the hardest past few weeks. Yeah, so I think they probably broke up. I'm guessing it sounds like right around the holidays. Um, but anyway, let's take a breath. Let's get back to the meditation. So somebody asked me earlier if I was a Buddhist. No, I'm not. But I do. So I'm trained in equine facilitated learning and coaching. So I go to a property in Missouri once or twice a year, and I facilitate women's retreats. And so it's like women and horses and God, and it's all wonderful and beautiful. And I lead the sessions with every participant has a one-on-one session between themselves and one of the horses. We do yoga with the horses. We do a lot of different activities, and then a lot of times we do every morning. We start with a meditation of some sort, and so a lot of times I lead the meditation or my friend leads it. But I was thinking about starting something in my home here where, have people come to my house. Like, I was thinking of like something like calling it like Monday morning meditations where people can come over in the morning. I would lead them through a guided meditation and sort of like set our intention for the week and take it from there. So, yeah, so I'm kind of thinking about doing that because I need to start generating some sort of income. And like I said, I can't work retail because my feet hurt. Let's see. It is wonderful, Adele. Yes, it really is. It's. I really, really like it. I like. I don't know. I kind of just like channel the words. I channel the message, whatever, and I do enjoy it, and I that is good. I like hearing that, D. Sparta. Oh, thank you, Adele. I'll let you know. I was thinking of just posting something. I have that Nextdoor app, and so it's like connected to my neighborhood. So I was just thinking about putting something out on that. Because, I mean, in all actuality, I couldn't have more than, I think, 5 participants would be the absolute max that I could have in the space that I have in my basement. Oh, Chat with Lou is here. Hi, Lou. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think you've been practicing Tibetan with daily meditation. That's Cleo. And doesn't it make a difference in your life? Like if you miss a day, you kind of feel like off, or I don't know, I get to the, even today when I was feeling kind of off, I took, 15 minutes and I just went and I did, connected, and it just felt so much better. So I'm like, well, we're just sitting around chit chatting, Lou. It's a Saturday night no makeup chit chat. Hi, Smudge Proof. So yeah, I'm not doing any makeup. Like I said, I've been crying kind of on and off all day, and look a mess. But I just figured if I'm all messed up, maybe if I talk about it, I'll feel better, and I sure do. What's happening here? Life changing, but it's like drinking. Yeah, interesting, Cleo. Okay, so Adele, my five of my girlfriends would be like half of you in the live stream coming over because I have no girlfriends in my area. So, that is another situation that I have. I moved up here, and we have a lot of relatives like in our age group, cousins and things like that, but I don't have any like girlfriends yet. So, y'all are gonna just have to come over and book that plane ticket and come over and meditate with me. And then in the summer we could do an early morning beach meditation. Doesn't that sound good? Everybody go to the beach and the sound of the waves. Oh, I love it so much. Yes, D. Oh, try being 61, D. D Sparta. It doesn't get easier. you know, we live in a neighborhood where like a lot of the people are in our age range. God, I would adore you, right? Okay, so yeah, I did a beach meditation down in Virginia Beach. My husband was going there a lot for kind of annually for some retreats that he likes to go to. And I would just tag along, and they would have a beach meditation in the morning. It's just so great, This was facing like the sunrise, and that's just, fantastic. I could. I think what I'll do is I'll start off. It's okay, Rox. There's no sucking at meditation. It just is what it is. If you fall asleep, that means you needed the rest. There's no right or wrong. I have no friends here either except Nick and Vanessa, but they're both busy. Well, how about your boss, D Vita? How about your boss send you for a little R&R retreat up to Rose's house for a long weekend, and then we just have some good girl downtime. Yeah. Yeah, ancient Tibetan trip. Yep, just cast your eyes down, but not closed. Yeah, that's good. Well, now this is why we're all on the internet on a Saturday night because we ain't got no friends. I guess it's part of being in the OAB. Oh, do you like my T-shirt? Hey, Rox, if you're still in here, are these T-shirts still available? So cute. These perfume bottles with the monarch butterfly. We have each other. That's true. That's why, yeah, we have friends with her. Yes, they are. Roxanne, are these shirts still available on your website or on your Teespring? Nick will send you away, but keep texting you as soon as he sends. Okay, well, we're gonna work on that. We're gonna work on that. No, No, they are not. Okay. I love this shirt. I have this one, and then I have the other one that looks like a pair of glasses, Rox. Yeah. Nick will send you away. Well, all right. We'll have to figure some things out, as far as getting people to getting people to come up to Rose's retreat house, Rose's beach and retreat house. Except in the winter, like today we had an ice storm, so I not only am I like all up in my head and in my feelings and emotions, but I couldn't even get outside like to take a walk because it's so nasty out. But I'm like 4 minutes from the beach, so it's really all my whole life. I think I posted this on my Twitter with a picture. My whole adult life. I mean, I would have dreams and visions of living near the water. And my husband and I came we on vacation up here 2 years ago, and we looked at this house. We looked at one house and we bought it, and thinking that it would be where we retired, and then his company reorganized, and so he's retired now. So we thought we would be like, it would take longer to live up here full time, and it just worked out that we're up here now, and we absolutely love it. Michigan is flooding. No shit, Christina. Though, so the water in Lake Michigan and Lake Huron is at the highest level. I believe by the spring it'll be at the highest level on record. So it's coming up over the channel. Like the lake is here, but the channel's into these smaller lakes where the marinas are. So a lot of the docks are almost underwater, and if they're underwater and the water freezes, it's going to break apart the docks. The whole thing could be catastrophic for my area, which is heavily seasonal. So we get a lot of boaters. I live a block from the marina, and so it's bad. We just have to pray. I mean, there's just in Puerto Rico, I mean, Australia, I mean, there's catastrophic weather happening all over, and so we just have to be vigilant that we stay safe. And that sounds cool. Rock's new designs. Oh, okay. Where are we at here? Snowfall is a glorious back. It really, truly is. There's something about the snow. So, like in my front yard, I have beach grass, and my backyard is a forest with those really tall red pine trees. Yeah, I love that. I'm scared to leave the house to go to a movie this weekend. It's so cold. Smudge, I couldn't even freaking believe how cold you said it was where you live. That's like crazy. We need to visit each other. Yes. Dee, do you have a passport? Dee Vita? Okay, you need to do the dishes. Bye. Thanks for coming by. Stay tuned. Okay. Rose, I'll pray for that too. Oh, we already lost a house, Cleo. The beach erosion. So like the lake, it has eaten up the beach now, and it's going into deteriorating the dunes, and then so we lost a house that was built up on a dune. So far we've only lost one house. Oh, Dee, you must get a passport. You must always be prepared. You just never know when opportunity is going to strike. Oh. What does the Rox? I did a long prayer for people. Yeah, so thank you, Cleo, for doing that. Our temp was 24 yesterday and 61. It's crazy, right? Yeah, the crazy mood swings of the weather has just been incredible. Like I said, we're having milder temps, so like it's like sleeting and like everything is going to be ice. But we haven't had like a major snow yet. Um, and I thought by this time of year we probably would have, but so I'm guessing like late January, mid to late January and February we'll get the most snow. What's up? That's not too bad. Oh, you're up in Alberta? Isn't Jamie there? Do you know Jamie from Glowing Beauty Addiction? Smudge, I think she's up that way too. Hi, Robin. Okay, your first one of the year. You guys get a few of those though, don't you? Like I remember last year Jamie was posting about that. Okay, so Jamie and Chino are both by you. Okay. All right. Well, Nosy and I were talking about Smudge about getting up to Canada, possibly like in the summer. Her and I taking a road trip. So hopefully that will work out and we can all get together. It had 80 for 80. What? Oh my God. That means, oh, okay. So you're going to have tornadoes, right? Tornadoes and thunder usually. Yeah. Oh, you're in Indiana, Jennifer? Wow, that's really close. I think so too, Robin. This is my first winter in Michigan, and I'm like kind of blown away. I'm like, I expected it to be um, open house here. Okay. Yes, we expect to lose power. We were supposed to quite possibly lose power this ice storm, but then it shifted, so we're not getting as much ice as they had. Said you're doing just finished cooking and oh, okay, bye. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. It's been a freakish winter here. Yep. So, well, you guys, thanks for coming by. I really appreciate it. I think I'm gonna head downstairs and see what my husband's up to. Maybe watch a movie and just relax. But it helped me so much to just like come on and chat with you guys. It was really fun. I really appreciate it. And and does anybody have any questions? Any final thoughts? Anything they want to talk about? Oh, love you so much, Susan. Bye. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Bye. Bye, Adele. Bye, Smudge Proof. Yeah. Bye. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you real soon. Bye. Oh, how do I turn this thing off?